Hi, you guys. This is Daily Inspirational in the car. So, if it's meant to be, it's going to happen. You got to stop forcing things. You got to stop forcing things. So, this been weighing very, very heavy on me. How a lot of people try to force relationships, how they try to force things in their lives, how they try to wing it. I'm the person that goes with the flow. I let things flow accordingly. I let everything take its own course. I'm not going over and beyond. If it's meant to be, then it's going to happen. It's a job, it's meant to me, then God gonna give it to me. If the relationship is for me, then that person is going to come along. If the business um, proposal is approved, whatever the case may be, if it's meant to me, then it's going to happen. So as God began to weigh this message on my spirit, a lot of people are going through an indecisive time. It's like it's hard for they don't have no sense of direction because they're so focused on what's tugging on them versus what is treating them right. What does that mean? And this doesn't just only apply with relationships, but with life itself, because you could be tugging with something and then something good come along and you sabotage the good because of what is being tugged on you. And oftentimes when you're not paying attention to the ropes or paying attention to what God is doing in your life, you're always going to fumble yourself out of something good, or you're going to sabotage because of, this is too good to be true. That's just like when you meet a person and a person is good to you. They're good in all areas. And you say, man, this is too good to be true. You so used to getting hurt. You so used to getting dogged out. You so used to whatever. So they mistreat, they sabotage what is good. And you don't miss a good thing until it's gone. That's just like in life, where you can miss opportunities, you can miss doors because you're afraid to connect. You're afraid to network. You're afraid to branch out. You're afraid to do all of these things without um without trusting God. You're questioning everything. It's like you're always in doubt. You're always in fear. But I didn't get to where I am because I doubted. I branched out. I like to test the waters. I jumped out of there to the wolves. Whatever the Lord has told me to do, I launched out. And to my surprise, I'm where I am because I took the risk. Now, a lot of you all are going to have to take the risk. But if you're trying to force things, it's not going to work. This stuff have to naturally flow through your life. When people start falling off, don't go pick them back up. When your money start crumbling, don't go try to see what it is. Just level up. When your kids is acting a fool and everybody just doing whatever they want to do, don't try to get revenge. Don't try to do nothing out of spite. Just pray and keep it moving. And so another reason for this word, because God speaks to me in so many various ways. So I was driving, and it seemed like every time I would get to a traffic light, it'll go, I'd be on green. It seemed like I paused, but then it'll hurry up and turn to green. So I kept hearing the Lord say, keep moving forward, keep moving forward. As you pause, move forward. As you continue to get to where you're going, move forward. I'm just study hearing, move forward. So you have to move forward. You have to pay attention to what the Lord is saying to you. Not per se you at a traffic light, or you're sitting at a traffic light waiting on the light to change, but in your own life, if it is meant to be, it will happen. You cannot force these things. You cannot accompany where this ain't happened yet. The time, and people are worrying about the time. They're worrying about how old they are. They're worrying about that biological clock checking out and all that stuff. Whatever it is that God has for you is going to happen on His time. It brings me back to the scripture when Sarah was 100 years old, I believe, and she still was believing God for a child. And God granted her that wish. And so people are going to laugh at you because you're at a certain age, you're at a certain time frame, and they saying, well, they ain't got there yet. They haven't prospered in this area yet. But age has nothing to do with it. It's all about what God can do through your life at the age that you are. It doesn't matter if you're young, old, little, small, big, whatever. It doesn't matter about that. So you have to understand that if it is meant to happen, it will happen on God's term, on His watch, at God's speed. What He wants you to do. You just got to move forward. You can't keep paddling back. You can't keep going back. You can't keep um, allowing yourself to accompany where you are because you're seeing what somebody else is doing. Like you making other people relationships your goals, and you making other people aspirations your timeline. The devil is a lie. If God told you to build something, write something, come up with something, let Him do it through His time and not what you see on your timeline. Let Him do it on His time and not what you see on your timeline. This is why people are getting tripped up. This is why people are excuse me, not where they need to be, because they're worrying about where somebody else is. And so if you're scrolling your timeline all day, all night, how can you get anything done? First and foremost, how can you practice or perfect your craft if you always clocking what somebody else doing? It doesn't work like that. So if it's meant to be, it will happen. Don't force anything. This is not the season to force anything. Everything needs to flow like water. When things flow like water, it accompany you in the area where you see the snakes. You see who's grinding. You see who's there for you. You see why they aren't there. You see why they there. You see why they support. You see why they doesn't support. You have to understand that whatever you force is not going to work out. It's going to always be a hassle. It's going to always be a drain. It's going to always be a thorn in your side. If it's meant to be, it will happen. Y'all be blessed.